This is the Oecs Newslink, a roundup of major news happening across the Oecs today. In the headlines,
the Oecs Commission launches historic student census to amplify youth voices in education. The Oecs Commission congratulates Dr. Mohamed Ibrahim on his election as Director General of ICA. The Oecs Commission advances regional biodiversity goals at global UN CDB meetings in Panama. Good day, viewers, and welcome to this edition of the Oecs Newslink. I am Marvin St. Louis. Here are the stories shaping our region. For the first time in history, students across the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, Oecs, will directly shape the future of education through the Oecs Student Census. Launched on November 11, 2025, this region-wide initiative will allow students from kindergarten to Form 5 to provide insights to help governments, educators, and policymakers build more inclusive, equitable, and student-centered learning environments. Director General of the Oecs, Dr. Didicus Jules, called it a true census, giving every child the chance to be heard.
Today, our islands make history. For the first time anywhere in the world, every student from kindergarten to secondary will take part in a single region-wide student census. Not a sample, not a survey of a few, a true census giving every child the chance to be heard. The Oecs is the first region in the world to undertake this total student voice census. And we do it because transformation begins with listening and listening intently.
Parents and communities are encouraged to support the census and to help amplify student voices. Read the full details of this story in the Oecs newsroom at oecs.int. In our second story, the Oecs Commission congratulates Dr. Mohamed Ibrahim on his election as Director General of the Inter-America Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, for the period 2026 to 2030. Honorable John Osborne, Minister for Agriculture of Montserrat and Chairman of the Oecs Council of Ministers for Agriculture, praised the appointment by saying, Dr. Ibrahim's election affirms the strength of Caribbean leadership in shaping the future of agriculture across the Americas. Additionally, Director General of the Oecs, Dr. Didicus Jules, called it a moment of renewed confidence in the Caribbean's capacity for global agriculture leadership. Dr. Ibrahim's leadership is expected to strengthen regional cooperation in climate-resilient agriculture, food security, and youth engagement in agri-innovation. In our final story, the Oecs Commission recently participated in two major global biodiversity meetings in Panama. The 27th meeting of the Subsidiary Body on Scientific, Technical, and Technological Advice, and the first meeting of the Subsidiary Body on Article 8J under the UN Convention on Biological Diversity. The purpose of these meetings was to advance the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework and strengthen international cooperation to halt and reverse biodiversity loss by 2030. The Oecs delegation, led by Dr. Helena Jeffrey Brown and supported by the EU-funded Biospace Program, worked closely with member states to advocate for regional priorities. These included tackling invasive species, integrating biodiversity into agriculture and disaster risk reduction, and supporting indigenous knowledge. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of the Oecs Newslink. For more on these stories, visit our newsroom at www.oecs.int. Stay connected and follow us on social media. We'll see you next time.